The Case of the Gypsy Goodbye by Nancy Springer, narrated by Katherine Kellgren, and directed by Rob Grannis.
July 1889. Mr. Sherlock, I'm that glad to see you, I am, and that obliged. Mrs. Lane, faithful Holmes family servant, who has known the great detective since he was a boy in short pants, cannot keep the quaver out of her voice or the tears out of her dim old eyes. That obliged to you for coming. Nonsense. Shrinking as usual from any display of emotion, Sherlock Holmes studies the dark woodwork of Ferndale Hall. I welcome the opportunity to visit my ancestral home. Dressed in summertime country attire, beige linen suit, lightweight tan kidskin boots and gloves, deerstalker cap, he lays the gloves and hat on the parlour table, as well as his stick, and proceeds at once to business. Mr. Lane's telegram was rather enigmatic. Pray, what is so odd about this package you hesitate to open? Before she can answer, into the parlour hurries her husband, the white-haired butler, with considerably less than his usual dignity. Mr. Sherlock, how good of you! And much the same prattle must be gone through all over again. Delight to my old eyes! So very kind of you! A very warm day. Might I presume, sir, to offer you a seat outside? So Sherlock Holmes is hospitably settled on the shady porch, where breezes mitigate the heat, and Mrs. Lane is offering iced lemonade and macaroons, before Holmes succeeds in addressing business once more. Lane, he asks the venerable butler, what exactly alarms you and Mrs. Lane about this package you recently received? Well trained by decades of sorting out household disorder, Lane answers methodically, First and foremost, Mr. Sherlock, the way it came in the middle of the night, and we don't know who left it there. For the first time, looking less than bored, the great detective leans forward in his cushioned wicker chair. Left it where? At the kitchen door. We wouldn't have found it till morning if it were not for Reginald. The shaggy collie dog, who is lying flat on his side nearby, raises his blunt head when he hears his name. We've been letting him sleep indoors, explains Mrs. Lane as she settles her amplitude in another chair, being that he's getting along in years like us. Reginald lays his head down again and thumps his furry tail against the floorboards of the porch. He barked, I suppose? Sherlock Holmes is growing impatient. Oh, he barked like a tiger, he did, Mrs. Lane nods emphatically. But even so, I don't suppose we would have heard him if it were not that I'd been sleeping in the library on the Davenports, begging your pardon, Mr. Sherlock,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?